for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area.
Yes, and with that colder weather sneaking up on us, it is such a good time to really get some broths in our lives. We're always joking about soup season, but you got to make sure that broth is good. Joining us now is Executive Chef Micah from the Sleeping Lady Mountain Resort in Leavenworth, all the way from Leavenworth. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. You guys do amazing work in the morning, and it's an honor.
Oh, nice. That's nice and talented. How dare you?
And you smell good.
Oh, my goodness. So first of all, tell us a little bit about the Sleeping Lady Mountain Resort. What's the vibe?
It is tranquil. It's relaxing. It's the place you want to go when you want to get away from it all. It's only a short distance away from Seattle, but it's all the difference in the world to get away, and you feel it with every moment. It was a place I visited 20 years ago and had just the most relaxing, rejuvenating time, and I'm fortunate enough to be back in the property and working there every day.
I love the way you describe things.
I was going to ask the sleeping ladies back there, do you hire them with voices like this on purpose? That was the most, I'm relaxed right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we do up there.
I love it. Paint that picture for us. Talk to us about the health benefits of consuming stocks and broths, especially in the winter.
Well, so Auguste Escoffier set the foundation for stock and cuisine. If you're going to make any amazing, great food, it's going to start with a delicious stock. So, you know, from pastas to sauces and everything. So naturally, for flavor and you know, complexity, we build a stock. But one of the things that we do these days, we get our nutrition, you know, like celery is amazing. Celery juice has been known to, you know, fight bacteria and things like that. You know, carrots add, you know, your vitamins, and your onions, or everything comes together in a beautiful manner. But one of the things that really begins to happen is when you create your stock, you do your vegetables, and then you do your liquid above there, and then you let it steep for 2 to 4 to 6 hours, and it comes around in this big bold flavor. You add some tomatoes, some aromatics, some peppercorns, thyme, bay leaves, and you get this you know, lovely kind of concoction that you know, you get the aroma in the house. But one of the things that we've forgotten about over the last, you know, few hundred years is our nutrition. You know, we have all this big, beautiful flavor that's coming about in the dishes, and we have some amazing trained chefs, but one of the things that we just have not introduced until recently is the fortification of adaptogens, things that are good for your immune system, things that are good for your nervous system. We have lion's mane, which is absolutely amazing for your nervous system. We have reishi, which is, you know, phenomenal for the immune system. We have turkey tail, which, you know, has been used by many people to fight disease. And
that's a type of mushroom, turkey tail?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yep. There
it is. So many different mushroom species. I love touching them all the time.
Right?
Well, furry little guys.
Yeah, they are. Will you share with us what we're making today? Because we have 2 separate dishes here. So what are we going to work on?
Absolutely. So, you know, we spend our attention developing the stocks and, you know, creating everything, and then, you know, what better dish to make than a risotto once you have a beautiful stock. There's so many other things you can do as well, but, you know, one of my favorite things is a farmer's market risotto, where you're utilizing everything that's in season, everything that looks delicious, and maybe you have some little tidbits here and there in the fridge from some other meals, and you just want to utilize everything in the best possible way. When it comes to stocks, you know, stocks are built off of the bones or the hearty matter of whatever you're making. Broths are made of the meat, so it could be the meat of the vegetable, but it's more developed or cooked longer. And then you have a decoction, which is one of those things that it's more for like hearty tubers and roots, where you would cook it for a really long time over a long simmer. And, you know, we get these deep, deep, deep flavors. So a lot of these broths, vegetable broth is what we have here. We've started to add some reishi to it. It has all of the other vegetables we talked about earlier. But what I would like to do is for us to fortify it with some mushrooms.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Some adaptogens, like help the nervous system, help the immune system. If we want to go ahead and pull one of these guys off right here. This
pops right off.
I really like the sound of that.
Yeah.
lion's mane, and you could literally just begin to pull that apart.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
It almost looks so meaty.
Oh my gosh.
And you can, you go ahead, and you can just go ahead and pull apart. So often what I do is I'll take this mushroom and I'll slice it into steaks, and then the little stem parts that I don't want to use, or I don't think I could fit into the dish, I will throw into my broth. And then I'll allow that all that essence and all that nutrition begin to, you know, steep into it. And then we have these wonderful chanterelle mushrooms. This is a white chanterelle from the Wenatchee Valley.
Beautiful.
We have, once again, you get these little stems and you get these little odds and ends here. You get a piece, maybe you don't think, you know, I'm not going to sear that and put that on top, but what you can do is you can add it, the flavor and the profile to it.
Nice. Really nice way to make sure we're using every piece of something, right?
This is like fluffy yet rubbery. Like, I don't know, this texture is blowing my mind. Furry on one side of it. Crazy. What advice do you have for people who might be a little intimidated about making their own stocks and broths?
Well, I would say it's a choose your own adventure. It's one of those things that it is, you know, it's seasonal. So like in the spring at the Sleeping Lady, you'll find a lot of stocks based around asparagus and things that are of the season then. So we're in fall and winter right now, so we're, you know, focusing on the benefits of mushrooms. And so you'll begin to, you know, sense some of that flavor profile right in it, right there.
Yeah, so talk to us about the ways that we can add these kinds of fortified broths to our food to make them extra nutritious.
Oh, no, absolutely. So after we allow these to steep just a little bit longer, you know, the flavor begins to infuse. Reishi you can cook for a couple hours and even strain it out and add it to another stock and begin to create another flavor profile off of that and nutrition level. Same thing with the lion's mane, but, you know, almost instantly with steeping in there and allowing it to cook, either from the beginning or even at the end, you get fresh flavors at the end, you get deeper, darker, meatier flavors at the beginning. You can, you know, pull together something really, truly magical.
And Micah, do we get to taste something today?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Feel free to try some of this broth.
Okay.
And then we're going to...
Got about 30 seconds left of the show.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
We have this risotto that we're coming right together right here.
Oh, and there's like, is that broccoli under there?
Right there. That's a little roasted cauliflower.
Oh,
and then we have a little mortar and pestle. And then we have black garlic and a little microgreens. We have some of the toasted chanterelles, followed by a little bit of Samish Bay
Oh my God,
cheese,
Micah,
and then
thank
a
you
little
so much.
hazelnut,
All
and
right, 15
a
seconds.
little.
We posted more info about the Sleeping Lady up on fox13seattle.com/Studio 13 Live. Try to find it.
It's always like a race to the end.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm gonna make